And I have good news. We are back and we are ready for some Minecraft co-op 80% glitchless. So, Ivy and dxshez, the children yearn for the mines, but I yearn for speedruns. Can you please show me how it's done?
Yes, so essentially in modern Minecraft speedrunning, especially on Bedrock Edition, most players tend to play on the latest version, which means that the strategy for essentially beating the final boss of the game, the Ender Dragon, is to enter the Nether, obtain Ender Pearls and Blaze Rods, so you kill some certain mobs, you obtain their items, and then you craft them to find the Stronghold, which is the end game location that you go to fight the final boss, essentially, and enter the final dimension.
Dxshez trying. Got a village. Keep talking away.
Essentially, what these runners will do is they will first find a village structure in the overworld, the main dimension that you load into. They will then, I assume, get food, probably kill an iron golem, and then go get some... essentially go find a lava pool. The lava is important because with a bucket, you can then enter the nether using this lava pool. I'm explaining this as though nobody's ever heard of Minecraft before, but... and then once they go through the nether portal, they will enter the nether and they need to look for one structure, which is necessary, which is a nether fortress. That's where they'll get their blaze rods. And then they can either look for a bastion remnant, which they can trade gold to piglins. It's a bit more of a risky strategy, especially in later versions. Or they can look for a warped forest, which is like a blue biome. You'll see it has kind of... It's hard to explain, but it's like blue trees, and there'll be a lot of tall endermen, which will be the mob they need to kill in order to get their ender pearls. After that, they will return to the overworld. In Bedrock Edition specifically, it's quite an interesting strategy, which we might see in this run, we might not, where depending on the distance of the village away from the spawn point 00 on the coordinate system, you could potentially find a stronghold underneath a village, which saves the step of needing to look for a stronghold, because it's just there. And that can be quite useful in runs, but it's also a bit risky. It's only around a 15% chance on digging down on a village.
I'm not risking that on air. I'm not risking that on air. That's just make sure you make boats.
So yeah, it's an interesting strategy. I'm sure these runners will show what they're made of as we continue throughout the run. It's a fun little exercise going on. So what else to talk about? Long reset.
Yeah.
So well, one thing we can talk about real quick is the fact that we are $47.99 away from our bonus game of Resident Evil 9 Requiem being added to the marathon. And one of the ways we could get there is our Minecraft best song bid war that we have going on. And I feel like people have opinions here, and I don't know any of these songs, so whichever one wins out is going to be canonically the song I consider to be the best, and will be the only one I listen to. And so we have 4 options. We have Subwoofer Lullaby, Pigstep, Mice on Venus, and Sweden. And I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out there. If you disagree with that, you're gonna have to add that in a donation comment. So !donate and chat to get that Tiltify link, and let's have a little bit more marathon and let's teach me about Minecraft music.
Yeah, we can't really find a way to enter right now, so we're gonna have to run around until we find like lava or something, which is completely just luck. We're not in a very good biome for it. Generally, when you're high up on like a mountain or something like that, lava is a lot less likely to... We will make something work. Dxshez, it goes... If you come towards me, there's like... It levels out. Dude, I'm telling you. You speak?
No, go on.
The best Minecraft song, the only one I've ever had in a personal playlist of mine is Creator, dude. The fact that Creator isn't in contention for the best Minecraft song is a disgrace. It's just a disgrace. It's horrible. Creator is the best Minecraft song. You disagree. Really?
The C14 tracks are just, there's something else. Like, Subwoofer Lullaby, it's such a classic.
good.
It's such a hit.
Don't
Mice
get
on
me wrong,
Venus,
it's good.
Technoblade, Mice on Venus. It's like, it's
Let's go to this
iconic.
cave.
You know?
It is iconic,
It's,
yeah. But they're not as much of a banger. Oh wait, hold up. There's 2 Endermen. Wait, I'm gonna. We're putting these in boats. When you put an Enderman inside a boat, they can't escape, so they just get trapped in it, and you can just kill them, like sword them to death. Did you get a pearl?
No.
I got one. Wait, that'll help us, like later in the run. It's just good to have, because we're gonna need to get them in.
Minecraft loot drops work quite interestingly. Unlike a lot of other games, it is entirely RNG dependent. Blazers and Enderman, the 2 mobs these runners need to kill in order to beat the game, both have a 50% drop rate to get one of the drops. Each runner needs, well, not each runner, but as a run, they will need at least 6 blaze rods and at least 12 ender pearls.
I'll probably go for 7 blaze rods though, like 6 or 7. It kind of levels off over here, dxshez, if you get like more pause Z. Pause Z is where it gets better. I don't see any. Oh wait.
An interesting thing to note as well is Minecraft is one of those rare continuous development games where there are 2 major versions being developed simultaneously with very different feature sets. The one that you'll probably have seen from most people, especially on YouTube and on Twitch, is probably Java Edition. It's the original, it's the one that speedrunning became massive on first. But the one you will have probably played yourself, and the one that you'll play with family and friends, is probably Bedrock Edition, because it's a lot more accessible, it's on every device that isn't PC, and PC as well. So it's really, it's an interesting mix, because they're very different games in a lot of ways, which aren't immediately obvious upon opening them up.
Yes, true. dxshez, do you see like anything at all? This is quite.
Nah.
Pause Z, it does open up quite a bit. There's like very flat terrain. This is quite unfortunate that. Is that something? I think I see lava pool. Yeah, that's a lava pool. I negative 150, 800. Go there. I have lava. We're gonna be able to enter the nether.
Another fun little quirk of Minecraft speedrunning is there's 2 main
Negative 100,
subsections.
800.
In the same way you might have like a glitched run and a glitchless run in most speed games, Minecraft is split into 4 main bits. We have random seed glitchless and random seed glitched, and then set seed glitchless and set seed glitched. The glitched categories aren't really played that much. They're very fun to watch, but aren't really the main competitive bits. Set seed glitchless is very skill based. In fact, Verdant is currently the world record holder in set seed glitchless in latest version, which is a very hotly contested category, so that's very impressive. As both these runners enter the nether now.
Okay, this is Soul Sand Valley. That is quite unfortunate. I'm gonna do blindness flashing in a moment, dxshez. Don't leave game yet, but in a moment.
So these runners have been talking about, and Verdant especially has been talking about, blindness flashing. That is a strategy that's been recently developed, which essentially takes advantage of the potion effect system within the game.
I found a fort. I found a fort.
You found 4. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, dxshez found a fortress. Get 7 rods. I'm gonna look for
very big.
Warps. Can you leave game real quick just so I can like look for warps? Just not for that long. Thank you. Thank you. I need mushrooms actually. You can rejoin till I can't do it yet.
Blindness flashing is a recently developed strategy which involves the potion system within the game. Essentially, as your potion effects start to run out, the effect will flash intermittently until the effect leaves you. But with the blindness effect, it means that you will briefly flash between being blinded and not being blinded in rapid succession, and runners realize they could take advantage of this in order to get rid of the fog, which is normally seen in the Nether, this dimension here. As you can see,
There's
it's a
like
very
big fog. It's quite big. You can't see very far. It's unfortunate.
And so the strategy essentially allows runners to
see much further.
quote unquote delete this fog while they're paused, as pausing completely pauses the game.
Except it doesn't pause it if there's multiple people in it, which is why I'm telling him to leave. It can only actually like pause the game if you're in single player. In order to make a blindness stew, which I would need to do blindness flashing, I need a bull. Oh, I found warped. Wait, I won't even need to do that. Wait, never mind. You
And
normally. This is good.
It's actually a very good pace.
Yeah, this is actually quite good. You would normally need a red mushroom, a brown mushroom, a azure bluette, and a bull. I have all of that except the red mushroom, but I don't even need it because I found a work forest. All right, well, I'm doing job tower then.
So, the way players get Enderman, as you saw earlier on, they could just go around running and killing Enderman, but that wouldn't be very efficient. It's dangerous. It carries risk. So what runners instead do, they've developed a strategy called the Enderman Tower. There's various different types of this tower.
The fastest is job tower.
Doing a tree version of this tower called Job Tower, which stands for, what is it?
Don't.
Own
Juke's
design?
other build. Juke's other build.
Other build.
Yeah.
It's a tower which these runners build so that the Endermen get aggravated at them, because when an Enderman is angry at you, it'll come and look at you, and it'll run up to you to try and attack you if you look it in the eyes. It's one of the only mobs in the game that has, in fact, it's the only mob in the game that has this interaction. But it's very useful. So what happens is, as you might have seen, Verdant built this tower, placed 4 boats down, and is now able to aggravate the Endermen. They get stuck in the boat, so they're not able to teleport away or run away. And then she can jump and hit these Endermen from through the blocks, because they are 3 blocks tall. And so they clip into this block, and then she can crit them out. And
Even if
so
you can see they're taking damage right now when they turn red. Even if I don't hit them, they're still going to die from suffocation. But hitting them with my sword allows them to die much faster, because suffocation is like a very slow method of like death and what.
Meanwhile, dxshez, like I said, Juke Dubes, dxshez is doing a strategy known as side spawner, where a runner will dig out the side of a spawner. Ooh.
Really? You
And
dig out
then-
the side of a spawner and side spawner? I didn't know that.
But it's an efficient strategy that allows runners to stay safe while killing blazes. And these runners are on very, very good pace for a
Yeah,
cart
this
run.
is actually like surprisingly good.
Like we're at what, 11 minutes?
Yeah.
And dxshez has rods and you have pearls? Like this could...
I'm gonna have pros soon.
I think dxshez might have all rods at this point now.
Hell yeah.
5? Is that
Okay,
5?
so since it sounds like we're making good pace, I just want to remind folks we are trying to get to that bonus Resident Evil 9 Requiem milestone, and that is just $46.99 away, and I would love to see that happen for the end of this run. And go ahead.
I'm just... dxshez is on low health and it's stressing me out so much. These runners are significantly more competent than I am, by the way. So like,
Yeah.
I'm stressing over this, but I'm sure they have it completely under control. But always a bit of a stressful situation, especially when you're on a big stream and you're trying to perform well and not die to blazes.
So the world record for this category, this is like any percent glitchless latest version co-op. The record used to be held by me and dxshez. We had a time of 14:12, but that was recently beaten by 2 runners named Swaggy Cat and Danny15. They got a time of 13:48, I believe. So we have 2nd place now, but we did have 1st when we like signed up for it. I think that's cool. Okay, I have all of my pearls, dxshez. I'm making my way.
I have 7.
Oh,
I have
wow,
7.
nice.
I'm out.
I have 19 pearls, so we're like good.
Oh wow, this is very, very good pace.
Surprisingly good pace for how slow we entered Nether.
dxshez.
Portal should be around like -10, 100-ish. If I'm remembering correctly. I don't like these people. We're good. We're chill.
All right. Well, you were talking about your competency with Minecraft, and I feel like we have someone who's maybe not very competent at Minecraft at all, because I have a $1 donation from a person who's never played Minecraft with the comment,
I wonder if they
"This
played
game is
Minecraft.
giving me Pocopia vibes."
Procopia?
Chromacopia? Right, yeah.
I don't know. Minecraft is a very interesting speed game because it's definitely one of the most unique speed games out there. There's no question about that. It's
Nothing
a
much
fun
like it, really.
experience. I think it's definitely not for everybody, and if you like having structure and control over what you're doing, then it might not necessarily be the game for you.
There's also a set seed though. There is set seed.
Sure.
However,
But,
even set seed has a lot of like random elements that are out of your control. So even then, it's not something where always 100% of the time it's just based on how well you play. There is a lot of randomness to it, and that might make it not for you.
Okay, I'm at home.
Yeah,
point.
I'm almost there. We're at about 15 minutes now, so this is actually potentially sub 20 pace. Good.
which is huge for these runners. Sub 20 is, in latest version, sub 20 is a very decent time.
Yeah.
Just in general. Let alone for a run where they entered the nether at, what was it,
5 minutes.
7 minutes? 8 minutes? Was it?
It was like 6 something. Me and dxshez, we have both played this category solo quite a bit. I have the former world record of 12:44 as my PB, and dxshez has a 14:55. So we are both, even on our own, very like experienced runners in this version and whatnot. I am like back. dxshez, I notice you're low on food. Would you like some carrots? I have like 45.
I should be fine. I have 7 bro.
I'm gonna
5
give you
bread.
some stuff just in case. Are you okay? Alright. dxshez, can you give me rods?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
So one of the main mechanics in speedrunning Minecraft in general is the Eye of
Alright,
Ender.
let's go.
You craft these Eyes of Ender, and then they will point you in the general direction of a stronghold. That is the only way to find the stronghold in this game,
Yeah.
which is an interesting one.
Pretty interesting.
It's definitely an interesting way to have your endgame boss appear. But we love Minecraft for that. It's a very unique game for that reason.
And just as a quick reminder to chat, we still have the bid war open for the best Minecraft song. And you do have to make sure on Tiltify that you choose a poll. That is how these bid wars work. When you're checking out with your donations, !donate, and then select your favorite Minecraft song during checkout. So we still have a deadlock. I would love to know what song I need to be listening to right after this run on repeat. Hopefully, while I'm cruising in the back of a really cool car with Leon S. Kidney.
I'm telling you, if creator isn't at least in contention, if it isn't at least an option, I am going to crash out, okay? I'm going to have some unkind words to say to chat, alright?
No, that's a good point, actually. What kind of vibe of music is your vibe of music in terms of video game music? Are you more of the peaceful music enjoyer? Are you more of the high-octane music enjoyer? What's the
That
kind of
is
music you're
valid.
into in games?
That is a valid point. Creator is a very... It's not like the C418 stuff, but it still does like its own thing in a, I think, a very cool way. I like just how interesting everything sounds. Lena Rain...
It gives murder
is-
mystery vibes.
It does. Lena Rain is a very, very cool composer. She made music for like Celeste and other stuff. You've for sure heard her music, even if you haven't like played Minecraft. She's very, very good at what she does, and I really enjoy Creator as a song. The only Minecraft
Okay.
song I've ever had on my playlist.
This is where I admit I had no idea that somebody other than C418 did music for Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think
Yeah.
Microsoft had a disagreement
Yeah.
with him of the
So-
rights.
yes. So Minecraft, you probably knew this. Minecraft used to be an indie game. It's not anymore. It's now owned by Microsoft, but. Back when it was just like a small indie game made by like a handful of developers, they made a deal with C418 where C418 would keep all of the rights to all of his music, so he could put it up on like streaming services and do whatever he wished with it, and he would make all of the proceeds. It's just that Minecraft would be able to like license it out, right? But when Microsoft purchased Minecraft, they are a big greedy corporation, you know, they want to make money from their music and their games, right? So they said to C418, they said, hey, either give us the rights to the songs you make for this, or we're gonna find someone else. And C418 wanted to keep the rights to his stuff, so that's how we got other
Although,
people making music.
It is important to note that this was not. This didn't happen as soon as Mojang and Minecraft was sold to Microsoft. C418 actually did continue making music for Minecraft after Minecraft stopped
Until like
being an indie project.
1.13.
1.13, the Aquatic
Yeah.
update, which has, in my opinion, some of the best tracks that he's made for the game.
Oh yeah, it's good. Great. I
But,
think like the beta album is probably his best stuff.
Fair. I don't know, Dragonfish, you know, good piece. Again, we're being very nerdy on Minecraft
It
music.
is good.
Here, but
It is good, but I think stuff from beta is just a lot better.
fair.
You know, I'm happy.
beta.
I'm happy to let people get nerdy about Minecraft music. I just want to be able to read it in a donation
Oh, that's
comment,
the
so that way
village.
everybody,
That's the
everybody
village, I
else
think.
in chat
That's
can learn about it too.
valid. Valid. Donate. Help
So
out
me and
the street.
dxshez are like we said, village or strongholds can commonly generate below villages. The eye vendor is pointing towards this village, so it is likely going to be right under here, and we'll be able to finish the run like under 25 minutes. The run will be done in just a few minutes, most.
Do you have 3 beds?
I have 3 beds, yeah. You can get more if you'd like, just to be safe.
Okay.
Do we need to do any setup for our incentive run after this?
If there's lava, look at.
They shouldn't need
I
any
don't think so,
setup.
no. Yeah, it's here. It's here.
Similar strategy.
We won't need any setup. We're not gonna have to like
So-
switch versions or do anything.
What these runners are going to do now is grab an extra bed or 2 to set their spawn in the stronghold.
I have
because
4
that's-
beds now.
And then, essentially, in theory, if these runners weren't so good at the game, they'd be doing a strategy called sprint strats.
I
which
did
is
do
a
spring
develop-
strats, just in my head.
Yeah, but you did spring strats without showing or explaining spring strats.
Yeah.
Spring strats is a strategy developed by a strategist and former runner called Sprinks.
He still runs actually. Got RS record a few days ago.
Did he actually? Oh,
He did. He got a 3
my-
2. dxshez, like I'll place water at the bottom. Then it's like purity.
Sprinks is a genius, essentially, and is the first person who realized that the orientation of the bell in the village in the center of a village
Drop down
directly
touches.
to the it's under the wood. It's under the wood.
Yeah. Did
Um,
Alright.
the
you go. I'll go mid. You go.
the bell directly correlated to where the starter staircase of the stronghold was. So as you saw, our runners just entered starter staircase of the stronghold a little bit ago.
The
Strongholds
starter,
are
everything. So strongholds generate from the starter staircase. There's like always a room with like 5 directions at the start of a stronghold, and using the start of like if you're able to find where it generates from, you're gonna have a much easier time finding where things are and whatnot. Without spring strats, there's a chance that you could dig down and just not hit the stronghold at all. So that's why this was necessary. Before that, people just dug down randomly and hoped to hit it. I'm not liking this stronghold.
So important to note,
Me neither.
this is no longer a feature in the game. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong about
Yeah, it was
Doug.
just
Yeah,
That's right,
but
Fletch.
in older versions of Minecraft Bedrock Edition, because of the fact that the stronghold generated from the starter staircase, it was not guaranteed that a portal room, a room to enter the end and beat the final boss, it was not
big.
guaranteed that that existed in strongholds. So occasionally, I think it was every 1 in 50 or 1 in 10 strongholds.
It differs based on the height. We've learned a lot about it recently, but I think roughly it was like 1 in 25, roughly.
So 1 in every number of those strongholds just would not have an end portal room at all, which made it impossible to beat the game, and you'd have to go thousands of blocks away and find a completely different stronghold, which,
this.
if you're in a speedrun, isn't very
Oh,
good.
where is?
I don't like this.
Stronghold navigation has historically been the hardest part of running.
Not the
Because-
hardest, but like the one that could screw you over the most.
Yeah, while it's on Java Edition, they have developed strategies using their debug menu in order to find the portal room. Bedrock Edition does not have a debug menu currently, and so it is almost entirely skill and luck based. It's based on hours
There
of
is some theory to it, but it's mostly luck.
But yeah, there's some practice, but it's mostly luck and a
There's
lot
some
of kind
theory.
of what you're used to in the past.
Okay, where is this? I feel like we've checked every possible
I
direction.
think we searched everything.
I feel like we've checked every possible direction. Why? It's
like,
guaranteed
in
to
a
have a portal
library?
room here. Like it's guaranteed. It will have a portal room. But where is it? I feel like we've checked everywhere now.
Is there a hidden room?
No, there's no hiddens.
No.
And that's definitely starter.
That's... Well, yeah, I did springs, so that should be starter. Dug into the staircase at 4-4, as expected, so...
And real quick, I just want to call out hello to all the raiders who have just joined us. We are Multithon 2026, and we are a speedrunning event raising money for Blue Path Service Dogs. It is a charity that provides service animals to autistic individuals. Multithon focuses on co-op runs, races, and games with multiple protagonists or helper characters, led by the belief that we are better and faster together. We are in the middle of this Minecraft co-op race. We have a 1v1 coming up real soon right after this, but we are also working on getting a bonus Resident Evil 9 Requiem run added to the schedule. So please hit ! donate in chat. See everything on our current incentives or our bid war right now for best Minecraft song, perhaps. And thank you for dropping on by.
This is seriously tripping me up. Where is this?
Me too.
Dude, where? Where? There's nothing. There's nothing here. What is this? This is not it. What?
Stronghold
Okay.
generation is a little wacky.
So since this, am I allowed to go in? Can I go into spectator mode? Just for the sake of the event, just to like see if there even is a portal room, because that is cheating, mind you. It is.
Oh, it's right here. It's behind the library
found
on
it?
the right.
Wow, what?
What?
Yes.
Whoa.
Really?
What? That is some structural overlap if I've ever seen it.
Really?
This is incredibly rare, by the way. Portals do
Yeah,
not very
yeah.
often get overridden
Okay.
by
Okay.
other structures.
So I'm gonna have to take a look at this.
This is the goofiest thing I've ever seen.
I'm gonna have to look at this for myself, dude. I am so confused.
So, for reference, this structure overlap is very rare in general. Strongholds are big structures, mine shafts are also big structures. But for a portal room to generate like that, I don't think and I doubt these runners have ever seen anything like this.
Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this.
At least to this caliber, especially in a live event like this. It's...
So, like we said, right, there used to be a chance for portal rooms to not have like a portal, right? Strongholds just would not have a portal sometime. Hop in the end, Precious. You can pearl over. So there used to be a chance for that, and they did patch it out very recently, so this is not an issue anymore. However, the way they did it was very scuffed, and it led to there being a chance for like...
Are you not going to explain the end fight at all? Are we just going
Nope,
to
not at all.
watch kill the
Not at all. No.
zero explanation?
Okay, anyways, as I was saying, there used to be a chance for there to just not be a portal room, but they did it in a very scuffed way where they fixed it where it'll just paste the portal room in any possible spot. So, we finished the game 27-08, by the way, GG. The reason that it generated like that is that it had no space to generate the portal room, so it just slapped it at like the end of a library for some reason. That's very goofy. GG, I guess.
I would like to say that is an incredibly fast run, especially for a live tournament setting. Like, zero prep, decent seed, played very well up until the stronghold with the goofy generation.
That wasn't our fault, though.
No,
All right,
that was...
do we need to get a timer set up, or did you guys jump straight into the?
We can jump straight into it.
All right, yeah. Let's go ahead and do a countdown in because I think we are ready. So if
Why,
you want,
would you like to explain what that end fight was?
Yes, so I'll explain it again once we get into the ranked match. Are you playing an actual ranked match, or are you just going to use a ranked seed?
We'll use a
So, Minecraft speedrunning also has something called ranked, which is like a 1v1 competitive thing where players will play against each other instead. For an elo system, a little bit like chess, or a little bit like like chess, I guess. It's very interesting. It's a lot of fun. You'll see more about it as we get on, but essentially the runners will have the same.
Check rank server.
They'll have the same seed. They'll have a data pack, which increases their luck. So it's not quite standardized, but it's more fair and there's a lot less randomness involved. So we'll be seeing that in a minute.
Oh my god.
The end fight, which Vern talked the entire way through without explaining at all, was. I'll explain it more as we get into it. But
Yeah, are we ready to count then?
Yeah. We're. It'll be like 10 or so.
Okay, sure. No problem.
Make sure to use the pack.
Alright, let's see if I have it.
I don't.
No.
Install the pack. I just keep that.
And don't forget that there is still the poll going.
Yeah, I need to hear some Minecraft music takes. Because we have not settled what the best song is.
Okay, see, the four songs are what? They're
We have Subwoofer Lullaby, Pigstep, Mice on Venus, and Sweden.
okay.
Sweden. Do you have the pack?
When you think
No, I just downloaded it right now.
when you think Minecraft, you think Sweden. Like if anyone's ever showed you a Minecraft video or anything, Sweden is almost always the music that is played as the calm, peaceful music. Subwoofer Lullaby is a bop. I really like it. I think a lot of people really like it.
Okay.
It's definitely a different vibe. Mice on Venus is the... I don't know. I mean, have you played Undertale? I'd probably compare it to Undertale music in the way it works. Of like, Pigstep is Minecraft's Megalovania.
I'm ready to go.
No, that's kind of it's hard to explain.
Alright, 1 second.
Okay. You ready to count in?
Yep.
Alright, yeah. I'm ready.
We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good luck.
So this is a seed that me and dxshez both have never seen before. This is guaranteed to have like very good things in the nether, and there's guaranteed to be a stronghold here. But apart from that, we don't know anything about what is in the seed. And we're doing a 1v1 on this to see who can be faster.
Now, because it is a ranked match, even though it's an exhibition match, I'll try to avoid spoiling what the other runner has.
Yeah.
Just out of courtesy to each
Unless
other.
both of us have it.
Yeah, of course. But like, as you can see, this overworld is pretty crazy.
Quite nice,
they have a blacksmith. They have a ruined portal. Blacksmiths are chests that can have iron, which is essential to enter the nether. Ruined portals are, as the name would suggest, a ruined portal that normally are able to be completed in a certain way, as we can imagine certain runners would be doing. Yeah, it's an interesting session. As you can see, both runners have a timer on their screen as well. That is part of the ranked pack. It's wow.
Oh wow, this is good.
That is
wonderful.
That is decent.
Just slightly decent.
Yeah, you know, just nothing crazy.
Yeah.
So
explain our method of getting pearls in ranked, because it's a little bit different.
So in ranked, instead of going to a warped forest, because they have a data pack which increases their luck to, is it similar to what it is in 1.16?
It's better. It's better.
Okay, so it's what, like a 7%, 8%?
What is this? What is that?
Oh wow!
I don't like this.
Runners will trade gold with these pig creatures called piglins. They barter, and essentially, ooh, that's really not good. This is a very, very scuffed nether.
I don't like this.
The piglins will barter the gold that you give them, and they will
give you random items.
Give you items in return. It's a certain % chance that it's ender pearls. And wow, this is really scuffed. I don't know how dxshez is going to deal with this when dxshez gets round to this. It'll really just depend. But again, these two different runners, as you can see, are using different strategies at the beginning of the run. Verdant has opted to enter the Nether through the Ruin Portal, while dxshez is going through the Stronghold. And so dxshez knows how many Eyes of Ender are needed, whilst Verdant doesn't know. And that could create a difference potentially in strategy. It's just really scuffed, though. I mean, it's just an unfortunate situation. This is a very fast potential, as all of these seeds are. But just this is just really rough for Verdant, and the struggle that she had with those piglins earlier could lead to a lot of time lost down the road. Another fun little quirk of Bedrock Edition, even if you have seen a Java Edition speedrun before, every time a speedrunner breaks a gold block or a block that angers these piglins, they will gain aggro, so they will become aggravated upon you. But if you give them gold, then they will become distracted by that gold and then get aggravated every time you break a block, and so they will barter instantly. The cooldown will just not happen. But then they'll instantly pick up more gold, and so they can trade through the entire stack of gold incredibly quickly, which is a very fast strategy, which just isn't a thing on Java Edition. Well, I've been... Both runners in very different positions, doing very different strategies. I think this is a lot closer than it may have seemed at the beginning. And I think that these runners doing these different things... Please go for it, dxshez. These different runners doing these different things and realizing things separately, I think will be massive, just to see. But on low health, this is interesting. Another upside that you get from the bastions is you get fire resistance potions, which means blazers cannot shoot you and set you on fire. They can still hit you in melee attack mode, which they have two modes of attacking, melee and ranged, but they cannot use their ranged attacks on you, only their melee attacks, which make fortresses a lot safer, relatively speaking. When it comes to the end fight, the primary end fight that happens in Bedrock Edition is... Ooh. That's unfortunate.
I've never heard of that strategy.
Ooh, that's unfortunate strategy?
Yeah.
You never heard of that? No?
No, never heard of it. Is that new? Is it built by Juke Dudes?
Yeah, it's very new. So there's a few different ones. The strategy that we saw Verdant doing in the previous run was called Waterbed. You use 3 beds, you fire a projectile at the dragon's neck and do a certain amount of attacks. The projectile... Is it a bug?
Okay, like
It's in that weird gray area where
it is a
beds
bug,
don't do the
but
correct damage.
it is a bug, but it is a bug to enable something that is meant to be an intentional feature.
Yeah,
so
so
normally, things don't do that much damage to the dragon. Like, if you hit the Ender Dragon with like a sword or something, it's gonna do a very small amount of damage. This is actually not intentional, and for some reason throughout the development process, we don't know why, they just made things do like a lot less damage. But when this happened, they also made it so that for some reason, if you throw a projectile at like a certain port or like part of the dragon's neck, it'll like re-enable this. So it's not technically... What?
It's because when the dragon is perched, certain things are meant to do less damage to avoid you from killing it in one go, while as projectiles don't have their damage reduced. And so if you shoot a projectile through the dragon's neck, then it tricks the game into thinking that you can do normal damage on everything, which is the intended behavior, but was an issue somewhere else along the time. That's a really weird bit of knowledge, I know, but
I never knew that, actually. So.
Yeah, it's because projectiles do the correct amount of damage to the dragon, I believe.
I mean,
if someone in chat who knows Minecraft is willing to correct me, go for it. But that's my understanding of it, at least.
Well, normally projectiles are supposed to do no damage to the dragon, so I don't know.
No, but when it's flying, I mean.
Oh, when it's flying, okay. So it's something that was meant to prevent you from killing it in one go that allows you to kill it in one go?
Yep.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
Yeah, because when it's perched, you're meant to be able to do less damage to it than when it's flying, I believe. Because the idea is you're meant to shoot it. But obviously, shooting 200 arrows into a flying dragon isn't exactly conducive to a fast speedrun. So, again with the Stronghold nav. I think Duchess didn't find the Stronghold nav too bad, actually, on this. So, we could potentially see a difference in timing and play again. But, yeah, because Verdant has Obsidian this time around, she can do a much more consistent strategy. But there's multiple strategies she can do. The safest one is called Lava Tower. Epic Turtle says, I trust Y. I trust Epic Turtle.
Fair enough.
Well, one thing I gotta ask, chat, actually, if you don't mind, who's the best Leon Kennedy?
Me.
Is it Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, or this other game, Resident Evil 9? I don't know. I haven't heard of that game because I don't see it on our schedule. But we do have New Bid War, and if you hit !donate, you can tell me who the best Leon is. I suppose I will acknowledge Resident Evil 9 if you are kind enough to vote for that with a donation.
What is Verdant? No! Okay, now you're just showing off. Verdant is instead doing a strategy known as Dealt, which is a very difficult strategy to pull off, where you shoot the dragon while it's perching in the middle, and you explode a bed before it's perched, so that the dragon doesn't recognize that damage as part of its perch cycle, which then allows you to do more damage to the dragon when it's perched, allowing you to kill it very quickly.
I won with the time of 907.
It's the strategy used in the current Minecraft
GG.
Bedrock world record. Very impressive.
GG. GG.
Well, congratulations, Verdant. And very well played, Duchess. Unfortunate death to the lava that Verdant was also struggling with, Bastion.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I am lucky to have survived that, but GG. That's all I really have in store. I don't have really anything else.
GG.
All right, thank you. Yeah, if you want to do quick shout-outs, by all means.
Shoutouts to my partner, Survivor051. They're goated and awesome and epic, and they're better than me at speedrunning. No, they're not, but in my heart they are. In my heart they are, okay? In my heart they are, alright. Do you have anyone to shout out?
Nah.
Not even like Mads or anything? Not Tuesday?
No. Nah.
Alright.
Especially not Mads, bro.
Okay. Alright then.
All right,
Hell yeah.
is that everyone?
I think that's it.
I wouldn't mind giving a shout out to OFSR. Done a massive amount of work for the Bedrock Edition speedrunning community, has really dragged the whole community together, and a lot of this would not have been possible without him.
Wait,
and
he
was
dragged it?
meant to be
Like, the fake
commentating.
meme?
Was meant to be commentating instead of me and couldn't make it, so...
Yeah,
So it's not me.
okay, you were our second choice, okay? I'm not afraid to admit that. You did good, though.
No,
GG.
but
Thank you.
none of this would have been possible without Ophi, so genuinely, like, big shout out to him.
GG, nice.
Well played.
All right, thank you, everyone. Appreciate the run, and we'll be right back.